Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes has just become the highest paid player probably in the history of the NFL. The NFL, which is under siege for not being woke enough, just made another minority the highest paid player in the history of its league. As we talk about on Outkick regularly, the NFL has created more black millionaires than any business in world history, and it may end up creating a billionaire in Patrick Mahomes before all is said and done. He has agreed to a 10-year extension on top of the 2 years that he has remaining on his contract. Whatever this dollar figure ends up being, it will be the most lucrative in the history of the NFL. Now, it may not even be a finite dollar amount. It may be connected to the overall salary cap, where he gets a percentage of the salary cap as it continues to raise in the years ahead. What exactly that will be worth remains to be seen, but it is certainly going to be an impressive amount of money, the likes of which we have never seen before in the NFL. Patrick Mahomes getting paid in a really massive and huge way. All right? And so I give all the credit to Patrick Mahomes. I don't blame the Chiefs for wanting to sign him to a long-term deal. He deserves everything he gets. But I will say this. Got to be careful about paying too much for a quarterback, even one as good as Patrick Mahomes. Because if you look, Russell Wilson and the Seahawks made their run without Russell Wilson making $35 million a year. Dak Prescott and the Cowboys made their run without Dak Prescott making $35 million a year. If you look out there at the recent history of young quarterbacks, Deshaun Watson and the Texans made their run. There are a lot, Carson Wentz and the Eagles. There are a lot of teams that get a young quarterback in and then are able to go out and make a big run. But once you start paying a quarterback what he is worth, it curtails a lot of your salary cap flexibility. Jared Goff with the Rams is another one. Typically, the success level of those teams goes down once they have to start paying what their quarterback is worth, whether it's Jared Goff, whether it's Russell Wilson, whether it is Carson Wentz, whether it's Dak Prescott. There are a lot of teams that get in on the young quarterback era, but then as soon as they have to actually pay, they end up costing money. So the Chiefs, to their credit, have already won a Super Bowl in, what was it, year 3 of Patrick Mahomes? And I think he will win multiple Super Bowls in the NFL, but it gets more difficult once you start making the dollars that you actually deserve. So we'll see what ends up happening going forward with Patrick Mahomes.